Okay, so today we're going to make an abstract name artwork. So the first thing that I want you to do on your square piece of paper is to draw your name really bold and really big. We want to try and fill the entire paper. So you might end up making some of your letters kind of narrow, and that's okay. And you can even kind of stylize it a little bit. Okay, so I've got my name nice and big. Now I need to color it in. So I'm going to take a black marker and I'm going to go kind of slow at first just to make sure that I stay within my lines. I'm going to go ahead and outline. I'm going to try and cover up all my pencil. I have my name now, so I'm going to take my marker and I'm going to color in my letters. Okay, so now that I have my name all filled in, I'm going to take a moment and get rid of those that I just didn't get erased last time. Okay, I'm going to take and I'm going to fold my paper. We want to divide this up into 16 squares. Fold this in half once, and I make a nice clean crease. Okay, so I've got one fold. Right, so that gives me two sides. So I'm going to fold it again. Again, I'm lining up my edges the best that I can so they're nice and straight, and I make another fold. Okay, and then when I do this, I open it up and now I have 4 columns. Okay, and I'm going to do the same thing this time. I'm going to work horizontally. So I'm folding the top of my letters to the bottom of my letters, and I kind of rotated my paper. So I folded it in half horizontally once, and now I want to do it one more time. So I fold it down, fold it in half. All right, so I have it folded into my 16 square. Cut it into pieces. Okay, so I'm actually going to flip this over where I can see my fold lines a little bit better. And you want to try and cut as neatly and as carefully as possible. And keep your cut as straight as possible. Okay, so now that I have all my pieces here, I'm going to take and I'm going to rearrange them onto another piece of paper. So I'm just going to start working, and I'm looking at these as abstract shapes. Okay, so after you're happy with it, you're going to take and glue down your pieces, trying to line up your edges the best you can. And I would do one row at a time to make sure they're all lined up and pressed down. I'm just doing a thin amount of glue. You would never know that that one said Audrey. All right, so now that I have all my pieces glued into place. It's time for me to pick a color scheme. So these are some of the ones that we've talked about in class. So warm colors using reds, oranges, and yellows. Cool colors. I think I'm going to go with a triadic one. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to have to get my paper back. I do want to work on newspaper. I don't happen to have any with me at the moment, so I'm just going to put it back on my scratch paper. I am going to get a cup of water, only half full, a paint palette, a small and medium paintbrush, a paper towel, an apron, and then I'm going to go ahead and grab my paint. Remember, I want you to try and mix these just from the primary colors and the neutral colors. So you can work with red, yellow, blue, white, and black paint, and from there you'll mix your other colors. So like I said, I want to go with a triadic one. So I'm going to go with yellow, orange, blue, green, red, violet. So that means I have to mix up my food colors first. Alright, now that I have my colors all mixed up, it's time for me to create my final paint. So again, working on newspaper, I'm going to start with some smaller brushes, and it's up to you about color placement. Just think about what might be balanced, what might flow best together. I think I'm going to start with some yellows, of the yellow orange in here. I like the idea of really bringing attention. So remember, when you're working in a small area, go slow, use a small brush, use the tip of the brush to outline. Nice smooth strokes, not too much paint. You want it to be opaque, so if it looks too thin, you can always do a second coat. And if there are certain shapes that are going to merge together, so I kind of see this as like a arrow almost. I think you're done. Want this to be nice and neat. Now, depending on our time frame, I might have you do this with marker or colored pencil or pastels. Like I said, it all just depends on what we have time for and what, as a class, I know you can handle too. We don't want any white showing at all by the time we're done.